real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in this.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Sanders diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
In the first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 89 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Lawrence going to keep it, and this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go play action now. Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sorry, bitch ass nigga, man. Damn.
With his 2nd touchdown
Sorry
here
as
in this
fuck.
first half. And they're able to add on to their
Lame,
advantage.
sorry as
So
fuck.
they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
In motion right is Watkins.
17. 18 Radley. 18 Radley.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend.
Bro, you're not even like that. You're a fucking bum. This shit boring as fuck, yo.
Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready. 19. 19 right. Check smash.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's
Oh, your bum ass won't like that. Fuck off, man, nigga.
He's in for the touchdown.
Bum ass nigga.
Final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins.
Bum ass nigga, I told you.
Second touchdown of the afternoon. And
Damn, I missed. Fuck.
Here to tie up the ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Fucking playing with me.
They're going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, powering forward. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go play action with Hurts, rolling to his right. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Ready, Lions!
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown.
Gang time.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him, as we've seen, but just have 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's from.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Hey, flag strike! 60
Sanders toss left side. And he's got some space here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A give running left. It's Sanders.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go again with Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
18 ready.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Into the hands of Ingram. There's a nice move. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Throwing now, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 113 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.